BBC Radio 5 live presenter Naga Munchetty accepted calls today from listeners who wanted to share their views on Boris Johnson and the ongoing investigation into a party that took place at number 10 Downing Street. The caller in question told Naga that she had broken the rules during lockdown to see her father, who was isolating alone while his health declined, and shared her controversial opinion on Mr. Johnson in light of this fact. Naga, 46, kept calm as her caller, Kath, became choked up as she talked about her father, who died from COVID-19 at the end of 2020. Speaking about her father was clearly difficult for Kath, and at one point another listener texted in to tell her that she had such grace, whilst claiming that Boris was clearly lacking in that department. All the while, Naga continued to interview Kath in a considered and measured manner, until the end of the interview, where she couldn't help but get choked up. Naga became emotional when she asked Kath for her father's name. She asked, "You have amazing grace, Kath, do you want to tell me your father's name? Shall we remember him?" Kath confirmed that her father's name was Roger, causing Naga to take a brief pause. Her voice breaking, Naga continued, "Kath, I'm sorry. I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to get emotional. I'm so sorry for the pain, and thank you. You really have such grace and thank you for talking to me today, and I wish you and your family well," she said in a shaky voice. Earlier on in the call, Kath revealed that she had come on to the show to express her unpopular opinion that people were being too harsh on Boris. Kath could be heard becoming emotional at the other end of the phone when she remembered going to visit her father, who had become seriously ill from cancer, around the time that Boris had attended the party in May 2020. Despite the government's restrictions making it harder to see her father, Kath asked for leniency when it came to Boris Johnson. She argued that many people were guilty of breaking the rules in some way, and that just that alone does not justify a resignation. Kath also expressed her hopes that people would remain open, stay rational, and that PMQs would be about pursuing the truth rather than the usual political point scoring. Today in Prime Minister's Questions, Sir Keir Starmer did not hold back as he grilled the PM about the now infamous Number 10 party during the height of the first lockdown. While Boris admitted to attending the illegal party and expressed regret over his actions, he also insinuated that his actions might have stayed within the remit of legality, adding that he only briefly came outside to greet his staff. In response, Labour leader Keir called on the Prime Minister at PMQs to do the decent thing and resign his position. "The Prime Minister is a man without shame," he said. As Keir continued to berate Boris and remind him of the many people who had given up their chance to see sick loved ones and elderly relatives over lockdown, one theme was quite apparent in all of his answers. While the Prime Minister has admitted that his actions were poorly judged in hindsight, he insisted that the opposition should hold off on final judgment until the inquiry has reached its conclusion. In response, the leader of the opposition said, "The party is over. The only question is, will the British public kick him out, will his party kick him out, or will he do the decent thing and resign?"